Hey friends, it's me Al back again with another Phasmophobia video. Tonight, I'm going to be showing you where every cursed item is on every map in Phasmophobia. We're starting off with the tried and true Tanglewood. Tanglewood is a favorite of many. I think since we're going in the starter house, I might talk about the cursed items a little bit. You guys, if you're a new player, there is a cursed item that spawns in every house. There are 7 cursed items. Here's one of them. It's the haunted mirror. It is going to be right when you walk in on the left. I had the lights on. I don't know why I had them off. I'm going to try and go ahead and go through every cursed item in a fashion like how you would be exploring the house normally. So generally you walk past that mirror, you're then going to go to the basement or the garage to look for the fuse box. In the basement we have the summoning circle and the Ouija board. Going up to the garage, we have the voodoo doll on top of that little trash can. In the dining room, we have monkey's paw. In the nursery, we have music box. And in the living room, we have tarot cards. Let's move on to our next house. So now we're at Edgefield. If anyone's curious, I am using a custom difficulty right now where every cursed item spawns on the map. Once again, there are 7 cursed items, so you'll get 1 of 7 every single time you enter any map. So here's Edgefield. Edgefield has 2 when you first enter. There's going to be the mirror in the hallway on your right when you walk in the door. And also on your right is going to be tarot cards. Moving on to the living room, which it looks like the ghost may be in here. It's already throwing paintings around, is music box. Going straight through, the Ouija board is in the utility room. It's under that little, what do you call that? Like a rack of things. There's a Ouija board under the rack of things. You'll find often the Ouija boards are going to be in storage. Same thing for the summoning circles, guys. They're almost always going to be in a basement, like it is right now, or in an attic. Going back upstairs, we're going to go to the 2nd floor. In the nursery, this orange room, there is a monkey's paw right here on this changing table. I don't know why they left their monkey's paw on a changing table. That's a little weird to me, dog, but everybody makes their own personal decisions, and I don't really have any say in that. We're then going to go to the back of the 2nd floor. And in this boys' bedroom, which is, I guess, called the large boys' bedroom, there is a voodoo doll on the bed. It's actually one of my favorite voodoo doll locations. Often, I feel like the voodoo dolls spawn in cool locations. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this boys' bedroom, I guess they just left their voodoo doll on their bed. They must have been having a little bit of bedtime fun cursing their friends. So that wraps it up for Edgefield. Easy peasy. We're going to move on to our next house, Ridgeview. You can see the haunted mirror over there. I'm going to go ahead and take a closer look in a second. But first, right when you walk in to the right, there's a little table. And on that table is the tarot cards. There's no cursed items on this side of the house, so we're going to take a left. Going to the left, we see the mirror once again. Wow, what a shocker. After that, we're going to go ahead and go into the basement. You'll never guess which cursed item is in this basement. It's the summoning circle. We're going to go back upstairs. The Ouija board is in this little utility closet on this shelf. Remember, like I said, a lot of the time the Ouija boards are placed somewhere that it looks like, oh, we just had a Ouija board, we used it and played around and then put it in storage. You guys, fun fact about me, I actually have a Ouija board that I keep in my car at all times, just in case I might need to summon ghosts as a little treat. A lot of people get skeeved out by that, and I think it's all in the essence of being prepared. You know, you never know when you might have to summon a demon. Right here on this little bench, next to the piano, is a voodoo doll just hanging out. Once again, voodoo dolls are often in the coolest little locations ever. I think that's really cute. So the rest of the cursed items are upstairs. In this teal bedroom, we have a monkey's paw right on the desk. After that, in this purple bedroom, which is in this little hallway to the left of the stairs, is going to be our music box. And that's it for Ridgeview. Next, we're on to Grafton, and y'all already know if Grafton Farmhouse has a million haters, I'm one of them. If Grafton has 0 haters, I am dead. I'm not a huge fan of Grafton, but I do think it's a pretty cool place, so let's go ahead and see what we can find in Grafton Farmhouse. Now, I realize it's kind of weird to say I hate it, but it's really cool. I think it looks really nice in here. I just really do not like the brown everywhere. The wood grain, it's just so hard for me to see anything. When I walk in, to the right on this bookshelf is going to be the music box. The mirror is all the way up here to the left in this first room that you enter into. To find the tarot cards, you go to this dining room table right here in the corner. And what a lovely little blue gingham moment we have here. That slays. Then leaving this room, we go back into the main area, go straight. The room on the right is this bedroom with 2 beds. I don't know what it's actually called. In my mind, it's called the twin bedroom. On this side, on the little table, is the monkey's paw on top of an axe. Very, very cool idea for them to put it here. However, I don't know how anyone would ever find the monkey's paw on their own on top of this axe. That is so hard to see. Well, the ghost appears to have tripped the breaker, or maybe I did from turning too many lights on, but this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and see where the next cursed object is. So we're gonna go straight out into this big bedroom, the primary bedroom or the master bedroom, whatever you like to call it, and we're gonna go into this utility closet. The closets are very strange in this house, and the Ouija board is gonna be on the floor. This is also a breaker location. Amazing. That's it for the downstairs cursed objects. I wonder where the ghost is, guys. I don't know. It's a conundrum. So first, hanging a right, we're going to enter this very, very depressing looking bedroom with a bed that is flat as a board. Listen to this. Like, does that not sound like a countertop to you? We're then gonna go into this, I guess, storage room. Once again, I don't understand the closets in this house. They're kind of illogical. I feel like they don't exist like this in real life, but maybe I've just never met the correct house. And here we have the summoning circle. Leaving this room, we're gonna go to the nursery, which is straight across the hall. And in the nursery, we will find the voodoo doll right here on this little chest. And that's all for Grafton. Now, you always chase medicine with sugar, and that's why we're now going to my beloved Willow Street, the last small map. Guys, Willow is so lovely. If you're just starting to play the game and you've been playing a whole lot of Tanglewood, like most of us do, consider trying out Willow. It's very similar to Tanglewood. It's only really one story. I mean, it's just a joy and a pleasure. Star Student, huge fan. It's basically just like an alternate version of Tanglewood. Walking right in, we'll see the music box to the left on this little table. And then tarot cards to the right. Another cool thing about Willow, once again, if you're new, is the hiding spots are unique compared to Tanglewood. You don't really hide in closets. You more so hide behind boxes, which is pretty cool. Going straight into the house, we're going to have 2 cursed items in the garage. This is also a fuse box location. The first one is going to be this mirror, which is behind one of these little storage things on the ground. Guys, when you don't have a flashlight, which I often go in houses without a flashlight, and you walk in here, it's often very, very hard to see this mirror. So you kind of have to crouch down and scan for it that way a lot of the time if you don't have a flashlight on you. To the right, on top of the the washing machine, is going to be the Ouija board. The monkey's paw, just like it is in Tanglewood, is going to be in one of these little thingy mabobs. Who knows what that's called? I'm sure you do. A cabinet. Wow, maybe it's called the cabinet. Good job, girl. You're doing great, sweetie. To the right in this boy's bedroom is going to be my very favorite cursed item locations. I would never find this without a guide. The voodoo doll is in this thingy. It's one of those closets like they had in the Chronicles of Narnia. I guess maybe a British person would know what that's called since they're so prevalent in the UK. I don't know if that's actually true. I just kind of made that up. Going down to the basement, once again, it's going to be a shocker what we'll find here. The summoning circle right down at the bottom of the basement. And that wraps up all the cursed items for Willow Street. At this point, we're going to mix it up a little bit, and we're going to do Bleasedale, then Maple Lodge, then Camp Woodwind. The reason why we're doing it this way is because you have to kind of search for the cursed items in these three locations, whereas in Brownstone, Sunny Meadows, and the prison, everything is easily accessible, I guess because they're the largest maps. So we'll start out with Bleasedale. Walking into Bleasedale, the room on the left has two cursed objects. So that'll be mirror, which is straight ahead. Then we're also going to have tarot cards right there, right next to the mirror. Going back to the door, if we go straight ahead, we'll find the music box on this little table by the TV. I really do like Bleasedale. I think it's very pretty. I never play it though, so I never get to appreciate its true beauty. Once you grab the music box, we can go to the left, and we're gonna make a little tour all the way around the entire house in a bit of a U shape. See how we're just taking a bunch of lefts? And in this gorgeous room, look how pretty that is. I can't believe it. There is a Ouija board right here on this table. Moving on to the second floor, the voodoo doll is once again in a cool location. We're gonna go straight up and take a left. In this common area on the chair, you see the voodoo doll sitting here drinking a beer. He's getting litty. Al uploads on Saturdays, therefore it is the most crunk and lit day of the week. So I guess he's just going a little wild and crazy after his day job. We're gonna walk out and see how you can see the stairs right here. If you take a right and go into this room that's sort of behind the stairs, to the left, oh, sorry guys, I gotta take a call. It turned the breaker off, how rude. Right here on this little chest is gonna be the monkey's paw. Ew, why does it look like it was freshly cut off of the monkey? That's disgusting. We're gonna go up into the attic and we'll find something that you would never expect, the summoning circle. And that concludes all of the cursed items for Bleasedale. Next up on our list is Maple Lodge Campsite. Maple Lodge is confusing and perplexing to me in many ways, so this may be a little hard for me. But we're in this together, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Walking into Maple Lodge, if you go straight into this little reception area, on the left is a mirror. Going straight through until you get to the outdoors. If you go straight back, you'll see the campfire on the left. Next to the campfire on a log is the music box. To avoid confusing ourselves, I'm just going to go straight back through that reception area into the front. From the entrance, if you take a left, you're going to see a campfire. The campfire, by one of these cut logs, is a voodoo doll. From here, we're going to go straight. This is the bathroom area, the toilets. We'll hang a left, and we'll find a little supply closet, which of course has a Ouija board in it. Let's go back to the front. Once again, from the main area, if we hang a right, then take a left, the monkey's paw is going to spawn on a barrel. right here. Once again, very hard to find. I don't know how people find this stuff without a guide. That's crazy, and you guys are amazing. We're now going to go back to the front for our final two objects. Once again, facing reception, we're going to go to the picnic area, which is to the north. So we're going to go up and all the way through this house. Now we'll go straight and to the right. And here we'll find a picnic area and a pier. In the picnic area, on this leftmost table, we're gonna find tarot cards. Now let's go into the cabin. So walking into the cabin, you're gonna first be in the kitchen. The kitchen has the summoning circle. If you're trying to get into the cabin and the door is locked, there's a key underneath this welcome mat. I had already picked it up so I could open the door. And that wraps up all the cursed objects for Maple Lodge. Finally, we'll now go ahead and take a look at Camp Woodwind. All of the cursed items in Camp Woodwind are almost in a circle. So when you first enter, going to the right, you'll find the Ouija board. Next up, right next to that, is the summoning circle. Exiting, we'll go straight up, close to this red tent. And right next to it on the left is a blue / I guess teal tent with a voodoo doll next to it. Continuing on counterclockwise is this little area which is called the Lover's Bench, and it has a monkey's paw on it. We'll keep going to the left. In this yellow tent is the music box on the right. And then there's a white tent, and right next to it on the table will be the tarot cards. The very last cursed object is the mirror from the front of the map. If you go straight, there's the bone around this campfire. In front of this area with all the blocks and kids' items, next to the tree on the left will be the mirror. My favorite cursed object. I'm scared. I held that up for a long time, so let's get out of here. Let's circle back now and do Brownstone High School. Oh, did I go to Sunny Meadows? What the heck? Oh my gosh. I forgot this thing was so creepy. My high school is nothing like this. First of all, it's way smaller. Not that you can see how big it is in this very, very dark setting, but I can understand kind of why this place was haunted. I mean, if I were a ghost, does this not look like the place you would want to haunt? It's very spooky. The atmosphere is right. So every single cursed item is going to be very close proximity to each other and very easy to find on these super, super large maps. The first one that we're going to look for is tarot cards to the left. They're going to be on this bench. So that's 1, 2 benches, and then you'll find the tarot cards on the bench. Next up is Ouija board, which is on the ground behind this pillar. Then summoning circle, can't miss it. Looking straight forward, voodoo doll, making a wacky little move. It looks like he's dancing. To the right, mirror, behind another one of those pillars. Then, moving on, monkey's paw, which is on this box on the other side of the pillar. And then, music box, if you do a little 90-degree angle from looking at the monkey's paw. That's it for this terrifying school. Let's move on to Sunny Meadows. Do y'all hear a babbling brook? I really never play this map. Loving the atmosphere with those giant keys. So the cursed items in Sunny Meadows or Sunny Meadows Restricted are going to be in the same location, which is in the chapel. We're going to go straight forward. And echoing is insane. We're going to go into this first little door on the right. And first you find what is obviously the summoning circle, tarot cards, Ouija board, music box, voodoo doll, and haunted mirror. Last but not least, the monkey's paw is right here on this blood-covered cross. Fun fact about Sunny Meadows, if you light the summoning circle, the cross goes on fire. I won't be testing that out today though. I'm having the time of my life, so I'm sorry to say we're moving on to our last map, the prison map. This one doesn't even have a fancy name. Hanging a left to get into the prison. Is there a name of it? Any more penitentiary? Department of Corrections. Going straight in to the left, we have voodoo doll, and then we have monkey's paw. Behind this security checkpoint is going to be the Ouija board. Oh, and it looks like I missed something. Inside of this little bin is the tarot cards. And in the other bin is the music box. So those are all in this first little area on the left upon entering the prison. So if you guys are counting along at home, we only have 2 more cursed objects to find, and they're both in this front room. One will be the mirror, close to the back under these chairs. And last but not least, the summoning circle. You can't miss it. It's right in front of these double doors that are at the back of the room. Guys, that concludes our quest to find every cursed item on every map in Phasmophobia. I hope you had a fun time, and I hope you learned a little something. I hope to see you real soon, and I hope you have a great night.